Happy Monday.
And watch out is on auto.
Oh my god, how are you? I'm good. How are you? So, hi. Sometimes I find it quite weird for me to speaking in front of the camera. I don't really know, actually. Like, I like speaking. Like, I like talking to myself, and sometimes this kind of creates a conversation for me and myself, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure how this is gonna end. Probably in this video I'm just gonna ramble so many things. Maybe I will walk you through my passion recently. The reason that I made this YouTube channel is because I really like to tell the story. I love the idea of storytelling. I love reading story. That's the reason why I do enjoy making these videos. It's really like a story documentation of my own, or I really hope my story can influence my friends or even people around the world. But at the beginning of this, like the beginning of these YouTube channels, I didn't really tell anyone at all. I only tell my closest friends. I didn't even tell my family. So it's something that I would like to keep in secret and not make it in a big of a deal. But my main goal is about storytelling. It's something that I really like, and I want to share my point of view of the world towards people, and hopefully they can see things a little bit differently, and maybe I hope I can bring them a new way of point of view. When I'm inspired by different places, like when I'm inspired by Vienna, I make a collection of Vienna diary. The concept for this diary, like my current series, is about my study in the UK. So I think my world is gonna be inspired by the museum cultures that I've learned during my study, and also traveling to different places inside UK, and how it's kind of inspires me through the aspect of museum studies. And that's kind of like what I wanted to do for within this year. Some of you may or may not know that I'm currently studying a master's degree in art gallery museum studies. It's truly my passion. It's something that I really wanted to study more about it since I graduated from my bachelor degree. It was also really busy and really tight degree because everything is squeezed into 1 year, and definitely way more exhausted than the bachelor degree that I had. I would say before I start my semester, I was still a bit skeptical about my choice, because I had so many different voices from other people when I told them my degree is gonna be museum studies. Either people are extremely shocked that they didn't know that you can study museum in a university, or they're gonna ask you a bunch of questions about your future career path, like what you gonna do? Are you gonna work in a museum and scanning tickets? Sometimes it's kind of like make me feel insecure that the choices that I've made. Like I did challenge myself and question myself that is this choice like not realistic, or is it too naive to have that kind of passion? Because it's a big of a deal for me to move from Vienna to here, and also study here as an international student is extremely expensive. Then these kind of like obstacles make me scared. I didn't regret any of my choice, and I truly enjoy study here. And I do have a dream of working with different museums around the world so that I can get to know the cultural and I can be the storyteller to present a story to the public. So it's something that I've always wanted to do, but it's really easy to kind of question myself. And yeah, I have to get back to work. I'm gonna do some readings for the rest of the day. I feel like that's enough for today. I'm gonna take a break and just hop into the shower and maybe read a good book. I'm done. Happy Sunday. I decided to go out because today is my rest day. Every Sunday is kind of like my rest day, and today I decided to go out to get some groceries and maybe read the book. I wanted to finish Normal People this week. So yesterday I was watching One Piece, the Japanese animation. The main character, what is his name? The main character, Luffy, yes. He wants to be the greatest pirate in the world. He wanted to find the treasures. Basically, this is his dream, and he has been working it for his whole life. And makes me wondering, do people nowadays still have dreams? Well, maybe a long time ago people did have dreams, but after they grow up they just don't dare to dream anymore, which is kind of sad, because when you were little, the question that the teacher's always gonna ask you is, what is your dream? What do you want to do when you grow up? We don't tend to think too much. We don't really feel scared to answer this type of question. When you grow up, the older that you are, it's harder that you can ever think of a dream. Like, people don't really have any dreams at all. Like, maybe gradually when we grow older we sort of lose our interest. We forgot that we once have passion for our lives, which is something kind of sad. You lose the passion towards life and living, and it's like everybody start to lose their individuality, and people just practically the same. They live the same. They go to work, they finish work, and then they go to bed, and the next day they go to work again. So it's like everybody are doing the same thing. So people start to lose individuality because we're like robots. these days I have a lot of conversation with myself. I'm now 23, and I think I'm having an existential crisis. I'm still trying to figure out what I want and who I am. I know my passion and I know my goals for the future. I know I want to work in an art or museum related industry. I love coffee and I love exploring different cultures. So that's why I can see myself moving around to different countries and keep on exploring. In which I understand there are so many uncertainties and challenges, and it's definitely hard for me to go around different places a lot. Maybe for others, they may think it's too risky and it's too much for me. Even my family still want me to pick a place and just settle down. But sometimes I feel sad that the world or the reality doesn't want me to have the time and space to keep on exploring. So that's why I do struggle a lot because I don't know, I keep asking myself that whether I'm being too immature or too naive. Is it normal that I don't want to settle down now?